Well, number one, I've never seen him this sick. So he was in there, like, puking, and I was almost crying because I've never seen his poor body, like, struggling like this. We're in the road.
Just don't forget to laugh every day.
Good morning, guys. Okay, so we were really hoping that Peter would wake up feeling a lot better. If you didn't see yesterday's vlog, he all of a sudden came down with the flu, like really suddenly. And I took him to the ER, or the urgent care, and the flu test actually came back negative, but that's probably because we took him in so early. But anyway, so he has a fever, and he was like vomiting earlier. Like, oh my goodness. His whole body was in sweats, basically, like sweaty, clammy. I have never seen him sick like this. I mean, he's been sick before, either with a really bad headache one time, or I can't really think of much. But he has been sick before, but just never kind of all of the symptoms all at once right now, like he is right now. So anyway, he did not wake up feeling better. He is worse today. So he was feeling okay like earlier, a few hours ago, and he even took Oliver outside. And actually, Peter said that his aches were gone when he was outside, but then when he came back in and he sat down, it would like hit him like a brick wall, like, ugh, it just didn't feel right. So he is back in bed, and anyway, it was so sad. Hold on. Oh, okay, good. I'm emailing with the pastor because Peter is supposed to preach tomorrow. And I'm like, he can't even like sit up. He can't go preach. So I emailed the pastor and I texted him and all of that. So I have Peter's phone out here and I just got a text back from the pastor. So I'm going to go check that. Okay, so the pastor is really understanding, and yeah, that's really sad because Peter was really looking forward to going. But I guess not this week. It's not going to work. So there's this weird, tricky thing with me being the sick one, and now he's the sick one. Okay, hold on. My sister's calling. Okay, so anyway, I think what I was trying to say was it's hard for me. Well, number one, I've never seen him this sick. So he was in there, like, puking, and I was almost crying because I've never seen his poor body, like, struggling like this. It was really sad. And it just made me really sad. So it's good for me to have the perspective of being the caregiver for once. Although I can't give much care partially because I have to be really careful about germs, as we know, but I mean, I've already been exposed. I think I've said that like 1,000 times. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to figure out how to set him up in there to heal and try to get better and be helpful, but not overexpose myself. So I'm not in there laying in the bed with him, but I'll go in and check on him and that sort of thing. And then I wash my hands. But so now it is up to me to try to do this vlog. So I've got his computer. I'm going to put the memory card in the computer and try to figure this out. If I did figure it out, then that's really exciting. And I hope I did figure it out. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so, wait, what am I getting? Oh, yeah. So Peter got out of bed.
I resurrected.
He is alive.
Yeah.
As you can see on his face. So, sometimes when I throw up, if it's like super powerful throw up, I get these little like spots. It's almost like blood blisters. He has them all around his eye. Look at that. From the pressure of throwing up. I need to go wash my hands now. I'm still not symptomatic of flu yet. Hopefully not at all, ever. But, my head hurts. And I'm fine, though. If I do end up getting it, I probably won't be fine, but we will just handle that when we get there, if we get there. Until then, we're going to sit on different couches and watch some Hawaii Five-0. Yeah. So basically, all day, Peter was in bed. His head was hurting really bad, and his stomach was hurting. He took the Tamiflu.
Yeah. I ate, like, probably a handful of, like, dry cereal when I woke up in the morning. I woke up and I wasn't feeling great, but I was feeling like I could eat a little bit, and I ate that, and then I was like, I guess that's enough, I'll take my Tamiflu, and then after that, like, an hour later, I just started throwing up, and, like, the aches, it was just, like, ache from my head down to my feet, like, my body just aching, and then I was just nauseous, and anyways, finally, after throwing up a lot and whatever, I was able to go to sleep for like an hour or something, and the nausea went away.
Like, I would go in and check on him, and one time I went in to check on him, I thought he was asleep, but he was just like, like moaning and sad, and, but yeah, once he slept for maybe like an hour and a half, an hour and a half, something like that. And anyway, when he woke up, he came out and he was like a new person. I mean, he still looked like sick, but he wasn't. Before, when he came out, he was just like just going to the bathroom or whatever he was doing, like not feeling right. So since he looked okay for the first time, I was like, do you want to upload the vlog real quick? Because I tried to upload or import the footage. I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I was like, well, maybe he'll feel okay later. And sure enough. But, I mean, you're okay and you did the vlog. But now you're, like, crashing again.
But I did eat
soup.
Yeah, some chicken noodle soup. It was really good.
And some ginger ale, so that's really good. Poor Peter. All right, guys, so Peter, I don't even remember what we showed you last. He was awake, I think. Look at these two. So he is okay. His head's getting a little bit worse at the moment, but he's okay. So this morning he was vomiting like 5 times or something. But since then, he was up for about an hour. That's when he did the vlog. Then his head was hurting, so he laid back down. And then he was back up for a little while. Now his head's starting to hurt again. So, I mean, I don't think it ever stopped hurting, but it comes like worse. It gets worse and it gets better. So we're just resting, and I'm in there sitting on the bed, and we're just watching a tiny house show. So we're doing okay. But I just had, I washed out my Chick-fil-A cup from yesterday, which is pretty big. And I filled it up with whole milk, and then I put some heavy cream in there for some extra calories. And whoa, buddy, I drank the whole thing. I love milk, so it's not hard for me to drink. But now I feel like, ugh. But hey, calories, yay. And I ate an apple and peanut butter. And earlier I was FaceTiming Tamara. You guys know Tamara. And I was explaining something to her. And halfway through explaining it, I realized that I wasn't really making any sense. And I was like, hold on a second. My blood sugar is dropping. And I went over and I got those little cups of mandarin oranges, and I was eating those. And then after a little while, I was like, okay, I don't know what I was saying. It was funny. She was like, yeah, I thought something was going on. So anyway, so I feel like I'm doing good with food today. I'm eating stuff, and Yay. I did my vest, and my temperature's still good. My normal temperature is 97.4, 97 something, and it's 97.6. So I'm like, woohoo for my body being normal at the moment. So we'll see how long that lasts. I'm kind of in this like, am I about to get the flu and be really sick? I don't know. So, all right, I'm gonna go back with Peter and Oliver and hang out. You doing okay?
You guys, yeah, I feel just like achy.
Look what's on TV. Tamiflu. Oh, look at that tiny little cup he had. I wonder why they're pretending they're giant people in the house. Are you having unusual behavior? Okay. Peter's not going to take any more Tamiflu because it made him so sick this morning, but I'm going to continue taking it. I think my body's just like used to medicines like that, and Peter's body, thankfully, has not needed many medicines. So he's going to just let his body fight the flu however it needs to fight. All right, back to our tiny house show. All right, so Ollie and I are just hanging out on the bed. I just folded clothes, bunch of socks. And Peter has been asleep. I think he's been asleep for like 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. And I think he's out for the night, which is great. I think he fell asleep at like 10 or 10:30, so that's great. And I'm just gonna do all my nighttime stuff and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this awesome sick day. Oh man, this day. But hey, we did it, and we can still laugh, even though today was a sick day. That's okay. So in the comments, leave us something that we can laugh about, please, and we can all read them and laugh together. So I will see you down in the comments, and as always, we will see you tomorrow. Hold on, I'll come down here with Ollie. Ready? See you tomorrow. Good night. I never had braces, but I always have pills and IVs and all that. So, come on, people.